It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Conversation kept boring. Think I'm going to bed soon. Nah, seriously. Fragrances in my collection that I think are perfect for a man, well, in his early 40s, late 40s, anywhere in his 40s. Some of them are pricey, some of them are not. Most of them are designer. I think 2 of them may be niche, but nonetheless, I think these fragrances would work perfectly for a guy like myself in his 40s. So you want to see what I picked out? You want to see what I got in my collection? That may be good for some of you gents that are in your 40s? Well, stay tuned and let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LL Cool Trey, aka Trey Belafonte in the building. Yes, sir, it's your boy Trey Belafonte. Listen, again, sleepless night for me. So instead of just laying here looking at the ceiling being frustrated, I decided I'd burn some creative juices. I'm not even sure what time it is. Maybe 2, maybe 3, whatever. So I managed to find about, I don't even know how many, 25, maybe 20, 25 fragrances in my collection that I think are great fragrances for guys like us. Cheapo, Sam, well, Sam is in his 50s now, but still 40, 50, whatever. Guys that are just not old, but not so young anymore. You know what I'm saying? We got gray hairs and wrinkles, and some of them don't even grow hair no more. You can see mine still grows, but nonetheless, I just wanted to bring some fragrances to you. And again, this is all what's in my collection. I've done this video 2 or 3 times before. So yeah, I've gotten some different stuff in since then. All of these fragrances, I mean, none of them are in the $1,000 range. And I know people are like, $1,000 for fragrances? Yeah, there's some fragrances out there that are north of 1,000. All of these are, and I know I've just said this, are designer, with the exception maybe 2 or 3. Not a whole lot of cheapies on this list, but it is some. So no further ado, let me get right into it, and I'll grab the one that's closest to me. And this one is an extreme cheapie, and it is from Rehab, and it is Choco Musk. And I think this is a unisex scent. It can be worn by men or women. And I'm gonna just tell you how I wear this. Sprinkle of baby powder on my chest, 3 or 4 sprays of this on my wrist, neck, and clothing, and a little bit of Palmer's cocoa butter. Set. Great performing fragrance, great smelling fragrance. Does what it's supposed to do. I haven't worn it in a while. Take it to the head, and you can still smell it off the atomizer like it was sprayed yesterday. I picked mine up off Amazon, and I know it was well under $10. So between $5 and $10. Choco Musk by Rehab, and banger of a fragrance. I absolutely like that one. A fragrance that when it first came out, it got a lot of talk, a lot of buzz. I absolutely love it, and it is wanted by night. I think this is a great fragrance for a man that is in his 40s or 50s, mid 40s or so, because it smells good, which is important. It is a little playful, which is important, but at the same time, it's masculine and sophisticated. This fragrance moves a lot to me. To me, it really does. I don't understand why the hype died down off this one. I know they just released that Most Wanted, and they have Most Wanted Tonic. I have the original Wanted and Wanted by Night. I've smelled the Most Wanted. It smells good, but it's not something that I feel like I have to just rush out and get. I apologize for any background noise, but I live on highways on one side, train tracks on the other, so you never know whether you're going to get the train coming through or the traffic. I can just about assure you that you're going to hear some 18-wheelers going by. So, but it's a cool, rainy night here in Alabama, so I'm going to let some of that cool air in, some fresh air in. But anyway, I digress. Wanted by Night to me is a great fragrance. I think it does everything that a fragrance is supposed to do. And I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a spritz of it here. I like the scent, guys. I really do. It smells so good. But I'm a fan of the entire house of Azzaro. I think people sleep on that house a lot. Not really sure why. I like the house. I enjoy it. One of my favorite fragrances is Chrome, so, and I love all the flankers to Chrome. And so far, I've liked all the flankers to this. I like Wanted by Night. I'm sorry, Most Wanted. I just don't feel like it's worth the price that it's getting yet. I wait for it to get to the discounters and places like that, then I'll pick it up. But this one, smooth, cocoa-y, almondy or something creamy, sophisticated, not necessarily smoky, sweet, great date night type of fragrance. Hey, I like it a lot, especially for the price that you can get this at, which is anywhere between 30 and 50 bucks. Hard to go wrong with that price. And I'll put that over there. Okay, let's get 2 of my decants in. Okay, from the house of Aidan Bob, it is Champ de Provence. And I really like this fragrance. Why? Because it has neroli in it. Very bright, very uplifting, very easy to wear type of scent. The only problem with Aidan Bob products is that they are very expensive. Yeah, they are very expensive. They do perform fairly well for the price, but it's... It does smell lovely. It does smell lovely, so I'm not going to talk myself out of it. It's one of the bottles that I do plan on purchasing sometime from a house I don't have. And again, it is Aidan Bob. Good quality juice. This would be a summertime or a springtime or a fall time type of fragrance. It's not something that I would reach for in the cold weather, but it's definitely something that I would wear to the cookout, the barbecue. Would I wear it to the club? Depending on how much dancing I planned on doing. If I was just going to shoot some pool and chill, yeah. If I was going to get hot and sweaty, no. Because fragrances like this just don't pack that punch in the heat. Let me rephrase that. When you get hot and sweaty, I do think it's a warm weather fragrance, and I think it's one that could be really, really appreciated by a lot of people. Because again, neroli is one of my favorite scents in a fragrance. So, yeah, just a bright citrusy neroli. But it smells really good. I could also see this being worn to the beach and have fun. So if you're a guy in his 40s and you're going, I spoke about the train earlier. I'll be damned if we ain't got traffic on this side and the train on that side. Welcome to country life in Alabama, y'all. But nonetheless, I think this is a versatile fragrance. I do think it leans younger, but I definitely think someone our age could pull it off. Aidan Bob, Champ de Provence. Hard name to pronounce. We'll get another scent bird out of the way. Man, this is one of my favorites, and this is a burley-based fragrance as well. From the house of Aqua Dijo, Pico de Amalfi. Absolutely love this scent. Now this is not as strong as that Aidan Bob, nowhere near it. Big fan of Pico de Amalfi. The only way I would purchase a bottle is if I got a really, really good deal on it, because it just doesn't last. This stuff just blows off of you. And everything that I've had from the house of Aqua Dijo has done the same way. Nonetheless, if you're a guy in your 40s, you're going to do some golfing, playing some tennis, anything casual, and you want to smell good, you want to smell like you spent some good money on your cologne, but not smell all old and stuffy, that's a good one to have. That's a good one to have. Pico de Amalfi is a good one to have. Excuse me, I gotta get a sip of water. Man, that's good. But yeah, Pico is definitely gonna be a good one to have. All right. Let's get this one out of the way. Fine Cologne by Paul Sebastian. Paul Sebastian Cologne. I think this is an overlooked fragrance. Man, oh man. Does it smell dated? To me, no. To me, it smells just like really good cologne. Is it strong and masculine? Yes. Is it barbershoppy? Mm-hmm. Very much so. Very much so. And I think that's what makes people think it's dated, because it's a barbershop style fragrance. But still, it smells good. I love it. I love it. As you see, I put it in the bottle. And I have a lot of bottles of cologne. I reach for this one on cold days when I'm going to wear my sweaters. That's when I reach for this one. For some reason, it's just, you know, yeah, that's just when I like to wear it. Nonetheless, though, Paul Sebastian cologne smells really, really good. I like it. Ladies love it. For some reason, I guess it's because it smells clean and barbershoppy. They absolutely love this fragrance, and so do I. I dig it. Paul Sebastian. All right. A cologne from a great guy who is really, really good to us in the fragrance world, especially the small ones. From the house of Zaharoff, it is Signature Noir. Now, oh man, this smells good. Slightly barbershoppy, slightly fougere. Just a great, smooth, easy to wear fragrance. It's not gonna knock you down with its performance. It's not gonna knock you down with its projection. Decent longevity. What it is gonna knock you down with is the quality of the juice. It smells good. Again, that bad boy is smooth. The cap is really, really solid. You see the bottle and the juice. This is just, I think I'm gonna give myself a hint of this too. I'm gonna be smelling good going to bed. For those of you who have headaches and things like that when you wear fragrances, this is one that's not gonna give you a headache. It's not. A little bit, is that leather? Maybe. A little bit leathery, a little bit spicy, clean, masculine, barbershoppy, but not as barbershoppy as Paul Sebastian. This is more of a fougere, plant-based type of fragrance as my foot is trying to go to sleep. Now I'm picking up on a little bit of leather, but nonetheless, 150 bucks maybe. You can get this, and I think it's worth it. I'm just tickled with it. I still like the original Zaharoff better. Well, not the original, because there was one before this one. The new release of the original. Signature, love it. Love it. Yeah, that smells nice. That smells like, hey, I've got money, I'm classy, but I don't have to try hard. That's what this reminds me of. That's just what it reminds me of. Man. Signature Noir by Zaharoff. Okay. Let's go ahead and get an expensive one out the way. Really, really expensive one. This is one of the most expensive fragrances that I own, and it is from the House of Creed, and it is Royal Oud. This stuff goes for around $500 a bottle. $400 to $500 a bottle. I think between $3 and $5. I got mine much cheaper than that. I got mine for $189, which is still expensive for a poor boy like me, but I found it at TJ Maxx in Madison, Alabama, out hunting, and I found it, and it was a beautiful day that day. I was still married at the time. My ex-wife had gotten off early, and you know, she sent me that old faithful text, hey, I'm getting off early. You want to hit the road? You got to ask me twice. I said, yes. Go to the TJ Maxx in Madison, and I always go to the women's section first. Going to TJ Maxx, of course, you know, being with my wife at the time, she went one direction, I went in another. You know, she headed to wherever women head, purses, shoes, clothing, whatever, and I headed straight to the women's section of fragrances. Big old shelf, something like a great bookshelf type of thing. Sitting at the top of it is a white box. So I'm like, man, what is that? Is that what I think it is? So I get close and my eyes are dancing, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And the reason that was so significant is because I had had a decant of this fragrance before, wore it, and this ex-wife had a crazy reaction to it. Got in the car and she said, what are you wearing? And I said, why? Does it stink? She said, no, it smells amazing. Had no clue what I had on or how much it cost. Her exact words were, that smells expensive. That smells really nice and really expensive. And I said, well, that's because it is. So, and I made up my mind that it was on my wish list to get, because if your lady at the time likes it, and that was my lady at the time. So lo and behold, walking in at TJ Maxx and it's there, smile on my face. I pick it up and I'm looking at it, take it out of the box, because it wasn't even in a protective casing or whatever you want to call it, theft-proof casing. So I called Cheapo up. I'm like, man, you are not going to believe what I am looking at in a TJ Maxx. What it is. I said, man, you just ain't. You ain't gonna believe it. So I told him what it was. He said, man, shit, you lucky. Wish I could find something like that. And I was just sitting there looking at it like, wow. And of course I took the nozzle, took it out, smelled it. And then I waited for her to get through what she was doing. And then I said, look, found something I really wanted, was $200. I said, well, it was $189. And of course we didn't hesitate to get it. And I was just happy as a lark. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Very masculine. The oud in it is a smooth, sweet oud, not a skanky barnyard oud, but you can definitely tell it's there. It's definitely a masculine fragrance. It definitely reeks of high quality and smells of high quality. I like it. From the House of Creed, Royal Oud. Works perfect for a man in his 40s, and I think every man in his 40s should have it. And I need to put this over here so I'll know what I have reviewed and what I haven't. From the House of Cartier, it is Pasha de Cartier Noir. And I actually ended up getting this bottle for free. I ordered it from Macari. The young lady had kind of fibbed about the levels of the line. She said it was 3/4 full and it wasn't even halfway full. Made a complaint with Macari. They gave me all my money back, told me to keep the bottle. So I ended up paying like $15 for it. Is what I would have paid for it. But they gave me my money back, so I ended up paying nothing. So, Edition Noir by Cartier. This is one that I think is great for a man in his 40s. Man, it just smells good. It's kind of along the lines of a Dracari type of fragrance, kind of like Dracar, but it's along those lines, you know what I'm saying? It's smooth, masculine, sweet, but not overly sweet, but definitely just a masculine, easy to wear type of fragrance. Sophisticated, suit and tie, tuxedo type of scent. Edition Noir by Cartier. Sticking with the House of Cartier, the OG, Pasha de Cartier. Love this one, and I got this one off Macari as well. And I think I paid $25 for this 100 ml, and I love it. They make this in an EDP. I have an EDP somewhere in a decant. I guess I could have put it in here as well. I just didn't feel like going through actually I forgot to go through my decants and add this to my list. I got on a roll pulling stuff out of my cabinet, and this is a beautiful fragrance. Pasha de Cartier. Works well for a man in our situation, man in his 40s. Another fragrance that I think is good for any male, but the man in our 40s definitely, Toy Boy. Why Toy Boy, you may ask? Well, because it's playful, it's youthful, it's not overbearing, it's different. That didn't even want to spray. I'm not even sure if I've sprayed this because I bought a 15 mil. Man, it smells good. A 15 mil from TJ Maxx, and then I got this one, so I've been working out of that 15 mil. Oh man, beautiful rose, and I think pear. This is like walking through a rose garden. It is so natural smelling and so, oh man, that's nice. A lot of people wear this type of fragrance in the summer. I wear this in the wintertime. That's just me. I just wear it in the winter. I think it performs better. I think it hits harder. I think it's got more punch in the winter than it does in the summer. So that's when I like to wear it. Man, it just smells like a flower shop. It smells like a bouquet of roses. It's a masculine rose fragrance. Toy Boy. I think it works well for guys in his 40s. One that I've talked about recently from the house of Giorgio Armani. It is Aqua Dijo Profumo. And I like this fragrance. You can pick up slightly on the Aqua Dijo DNA, but what you pick up on is some citrus. It's a nice citrusy fragrance. I think it smells amazing. Love the bottle, love the magnetic cap. It does everything it's supposed to do. It's fairly affordable in the world of niche designer fragrances. This can be had for under $100, which is a little pricey, but it's still affordable. I mean, that's not undoable. You know what I mean? It's not the best price in the world, but again, it's not an undoable price. So, Profundo. No, not Profundo. Profumo. Giorgio Armani Aqua Dijo Profumo. Let's go with another designer that's pretty hot. YSL Lapa. YSL Lapa. Man, that's nice. This to me just says I'm not interested in your BS. It is a great fragrance. It is smooth. Again, I hate to keep using the same words, but that's what these are. Smooth, playful, masculine type of scents. This one is a little bit more ambroxany, leans towards a blue fragrance, so to speak, but nonetheless, man, I like it. I think it's a beautiful scent. That's why I bought it. I smelled a lot of the YSL line, the YSL Y line when I bought this. And this was the one that stood out. That's why I bought it. The other ones were just like stepping stones of each other, but they all smelled too similar. This one smelled the most unique, most different, so that's what I went for. YSL Y La Parfum. How can you go wrong with this house? Chanel's Allure Home Sport. Perfect fragrance for a man in his 40s this time of the year. Crisp, clean citrus. Office, church, special occasions, wedding, and at the same time you can totally dress it down and wear it to the movies on a springtime, summertime, early fall date. Whew. Man, I love this fragrance. Chanel's Allure Home Sport. You guys already know about this one, not a whole lot to be said about it. Great fragrance. One you guys are sleeping on from the house of Narciso Rodriguez. Blue Noir. Man, it's funny when the traffic stops and the train is gone, it's just quiet. Give it just a second though. I really like this fragrance, man. It has a vibe. It has a bad boy, sophisticated bad boy type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can describe this fragrance, and don't laugh, bear with me. If they made a Dodge Hellcat limousine, because it's got so much bad boy in it, but at the same time it's a limousine, so it's a limousine, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time it's loud, it's obnoxious, it's blue, you know, it's disruptive, it is a conversation starter. You have to notice this fragrance when somebody wears it because it's strong, it's potent, but at the same time it's a limousine, it's cool, it's refined, it's classy. And that's hard to do. But Narciso Rodriguez did it with this one. And this is the EDT. They have an EDP as well. This is the EDT. Great for a man our age. Versace Arrows Flame. Another one. What DJ Khaled said? Another one. And another one. We the best. Another one. This took everything that was good about the original Arrows and amped it up. It's just a better version to me. And it took a minute because the first time I wore it, I was like, I don't get the hype. I don't get all the hype. Second time I wore it, I was like, oh my goodness. So, and I think this is a great fragrance for guys in their 40s, especially you single guys that are trying to get the attention of ladies and trying to get them to pay you some never mind. Conversation starter. If you wear this, they're gonna, for some reason chicks go crazy over it. They just do. Over this and the original Arrows and the blue bottle. They soak it up, man. They love it. This is enough for me. It's 30 ml that is practically full. This is enough juice for me to last me a while. And by the time I run out of this, it'll be cheap at the discounters. Versace Arrows Flame. Great flanker. Man, I'm almost through with this video. I got 1, 2, let's see, 4, 6, 8, 9 fragrances left. I think every gentleman should have this in his collection. Mancera Red Tobacco. Absolutely love this jam right here. This is my song. Such a classy product. Got the screw on. I mean, beautiful. You see the smile on my face? My goodness. This is not for everybody. Everybody can't wear this because it is so strong. This is one of those fragrances that you're going to have to temper your sprays no matter when you wear it. 3 sprays at the most. But this can be had for around $150 to $100, and I think it is worth every penny because it is 1 or 2 sprays and it's done. Lasts all day. Smells really, really good. I like it. From the house of Mancera Red Tobacco. And what you get with this fragrance is a nice, sweet tobacco fragrance. What you think you get from it? Red tobacco. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. From the house of Viktor and Rolf, Spice Bomb Night Vision, the EDP, and Spice Bomb Extreme. I did not like this when I first got it. I just thought, when I first smelled it, I was just like, It grew on me. Smelled it in the store and I was like, that smells good. It smells good. This is one I had wanted for a while and just was like, I'm gonna get it. So I got them both at the same time. Spice Bomb Extreme and Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP. Great fragrances. This one is sweet. Really, really sweet. Very modern. Along the lines of those fragrances like Baccarat Rouge 540. It's in that vein. I'm not saying it's a clone of it. I'm not saying it smells like it. I'm just saying, but you know how the men's fragrances today have that sweetness in them? This one does too. But I like it. Now this one is just strong, spicy sweetness. Great wintertime fragrance. Spice Bomb Extreme. All right, let's see what else I got from Scentbird. And my decants. This is from Wash, and it is Jubilation 25. And I think if you can afford this, every man needs this in his collection. It's just a nice masculine fragrance that has just a different smell to it. It's like wet leaves. It's like playing outside when we were kids. You know how it's rained for 2 or 3 days and then the sun comes out barely, kind of like an overcast day, but it's heated up and you got the asphalt, the wetness, the mossiness. Love it, love it. Very earthy, but down to earth fragrance, and it smells of high quality. Yes, it does. It smells really, really good. Oh, another one from the house of Unwashed. And this Interlude, man. Man, oh man, oh man. A lot of people don't like this fragrance. I think it's got some oud in there. I know it's got some oud in there. It's not a barnyard skanky oud, but it is a loud, strong oud. It is a fragrance that you won't need but 1, 2 sprays of, maybe 3 at the most. And it's on you all day. It's in there all day, but it's sophisticated to me. It just has this savoir-faire about it that I like. From the house of Unwashed, Jubilation 25, and Interlude, man. All right. Let's get another cheapie in here. Making sure I got everything. Special Blend by Amorous. Man, oh man, sweet, slight tobacco type of scent. Just like that juice looks. Sweet, tobacco-y, boozy. I like it. $25. Every man in his 40s should have this fragrance. Oh, I forgot one. From the house of Paco Rabanne, 1 Million Parfum. Again, Kool-Aid grapey sort of a vibe, a grapey sort of vibe. Very clubbing, very youthful, very juvenile type of fragrance. But hey, sometimes you just don't want to feel old. You know, sometimes you want to jump in your Corvette or jump on your Harley and smell like a young guy. This is it. But I think it's done well enough that guys our age can pull it off, because it certainly doesn't smell like some cheap synthetic bomb. It smells like a well-made, well-blended fragrance, and that's exactly what it is. 1 Million Parfum. It's got a nice grape vibe to it. All right, I got 3 more because I am getting tired. My foot is asleep. The only part of me that is asleep. Man, oh man, I haven't had this very long. And it's Givenchy Gentleman Boise. Man, sophisticated, leathery, spicy, powdery. Goodness, man, this is a great fragrance. If you have a chance to add this to your collection, guys, I really think you should. Because it just smells so good. It's everything that you would want in a fragrance and that you need a fragrance to be. It's right here. Another one that I think is just amazing, Valentino Uomo Aqua. Compliment getter, confidence invoker, great for a man in his 40s or 50s. I'm not trying too hard. I'm not dealing with you young bucks. I'm stepping above you because y'all ain't gonna touch this fragrance. And here it is, a beautiful, beautiful fragrance from the house of Valentino. And you can tell I am getting tired. It's been a long day, but I just couldn't sleep. Last but not least, as my boy Slim Thugger said, don't bore her, Dior her. Dior Home 2020. Man, I've worn this one time. Bro, you gotta get this in your collection if you get a chance. Dior Home 2020. Sophisticated, smooth, sweet, everyday, but dressy at the same time, but not overly dressy. I like it. I am proud to have this in my collection. Dior Home 2020. Alright guys, that wraps it up. I don't even know how many fragrances we had, but your boys' feet are asleep, both of them. And I'm tired, ready to lay it down, but I just wanted to do this video because I was up, so why not? Thank you for sticking to the end. If you stuck to the end, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and sub. Also, I still have a Facebook group. You can find me on TikTok, it's Trey Sense. You can find me on Instagram, it's Trey Sense. You can find me on Facebook, it's Trey Sense. You can join Trey Sense Fragrance Group. All of that. As that Toy Boy's kicking up. Man, everything I sprayed on smells so good. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here, edit and upload this video, and then probably actually go to sleep. Good for me. I may even sleep to 6:30 or 7 o'clock. But anyway, guys, thank you for everything. Thank you for being the best part of this channel. I really do appreciate it. I love you all. And I'm gonna jump off here. And until next time, y'all, peace.